Hi there, welcome to my vlog. I wanted to create something different for you than I've done before, and I decided to start doing these video blogs. Instead of writing you a written blog or doing a live video on Thursdays on YouTube, I'm going to switch it up and make you a video blog once a week that I can connect with you on a more intimate level, because Jaki's changing, Jaki's evolving, and I want you to come along with me if it resonates. And so first I wanted to just talk to you about that the Engaged in any Age love brand is so much more than dating and relationships that you've seen from me. It is a sanctuary for high value women who want to step into their feminine power, into their personal power to create the life and relationships and love of their dreams. So that being said, I think it would be really good for you to talk a little bit more about personal power. And what's coming up for me is all about the personal power. So there's two types of power. There's circumstantial power and there's personal power. And so circumstantial power is like going through your life in an order that creates an outcome that you can create some success with. For example, you always wanted to be a doctor or a massage therapist or an attorney, whatever it is, an accountant, something that you're going to need some credibility in terms of the establishment, right? You're going to need a piece of paper and you're going to get the credibility, you're going to get the degree, the diploma, and then you're going to go and create that amazing career for yourself, whatever the path that you've chosen to be on. And maybe your circumstances were that you went to, you were born into a situation where you were blessed to have gone to a private school, then you went into a private university, and et cetera, and you created this amazing life for yourself. And you wouldn't have had to rely on your personal power as much as your circumstantial power, because you were learning and you were being taught, and you were capitalizing on that, right? Which is awesome. And then there's those of you who went and you've gone through life and you've had to lean more into your personal power. You weren't born in a situation where you went to private schools, and or you even decided to take an entrepreneurial route like I did. And both of those paths are amazing. You get to where you're going on both of those paths. However, I've discovered that it's learning to be more in our personal power at this time in our lives is really going to serve you, especially when it comes to your relationships, because it's all about the relationship that you need to develop within yourself, because the circumstantial power could be external. You're resourcing the credibility and all of these things from your experience and from the hard work that you did. And then there's the personal power that had you really lean into making the most of the experiences where you struggled. Maybe there was a death, a divorce, a breakdown, a bankruptcy, a loss of, or fear of, fill in the blank. So that would have caused you possibly to have to really dig deep internally to make the external, right? And so that's the path that I'm on, and that's the path that I would like to take you on with me, that personal power. So if you've created a powerful life from circumstances, awesome. This would be a good time for you to recognize it. Now it's time to really dig into your personal power to not only make what you've already created really work for you at this time in your life, but it also will help you to find more fulfillment. Things, when we get to a certain level in life, we feel like, well, I have the car that I've always wanted. I have the jewelry that I've always wanted. I have the career I've always wanted. I have the husband that I've always wanted. I have the home that I've always wanted. I mean, I am very, very blessed and so grateful. And the clients are amazing. And I just in love with my life so much. And now what I'm seeking is more fulfillment on a very personal level, on a personal power level, where I can help other women have the experiences that they want to have all the desires that I just named. That those are your desires that you want, that you can find a way to have them. And how you're going to get there faster is through developing your connection to your personal power, your innate intelligence, your emotional intelligence, your ability to walk through your emotional triggers, to stop reacting, start responding, to bring more wisdom more perspective into every interaction that you have, so that each interaction in itself is really rich and fulfilling for you and satisfying. And so, that being said, I wanted to give you an example. So uh, I have some of my clients, and this is kind of a common theme. They come to me, they've reached a certain amount of success in their careers, they're financially abundant, and then they're experiencing a disconnect in their love life. The dating isn't, they're not able to attract the type of man that they feel they deserve. And of course, everybody deserves the type of man that you feel like you deserve. We all do. Now, that being said, we are all deserving. We are all worthy. From the minute we're born, we're worthy. From the minute we're born, we're deserving, but we don't all get that right. So what are the steps that the person that gets those things takes versus the person that doesn't get those things? So one of the things is to stepping into responsibles, to really taking responsibility for all of your choices because you made them. Nobody else, even though you might have felt like they made me do it or this happened to me, we still had a choice, even if we didn't see it at that time. And so what I see happening with some of my clients, women I've worked with that have overcome this, is that they've really got a great career and they're financially abundant, and they tried to create a beautiful relationship, but they are using their circumstantial success to go about it, and that they're not bringing their personal power, their connection to their feminine vibe, their feminine energy, and they're not able to. They're trying to make that connection from the same technique, strategy, whatever you want to call it, the same way that they approached their career. Maybe that's masculine energy, getting it done, just taking over. Control is a big one for women when we're in our masculine energy. And so we need both energies, but how do we balance them? The balance is the mission at this time. It's the mission. That's what the mission that I'm on, and I'm inviting you to join me on that mission. So this week I want you to think about, where are you sourcing your power from? Is it external, circumstantial, or is it internal, personal power? That's a great thing to think about, right? I want you to start thinking about it and looking at your life and your decisions. And I would love to hear from you. Please, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave me a comment in the section. If you want to hit reply to the email that you received the video, I would love to hear from you. Where are you sourcing your power? And what resistance is coming up when you do want to and connect with more of your personal power, that intuition, because that's a really interesting conversation that I want to continue to have. So in closing, I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to tell you that today is my 7th anniversary with my husband Michael, our 7th anniversary, and we celebrated last weekend. We went down and did a beautiful weekend at one of the fun, trendy hotels here in San Diego, and we had a wonderful time celebrating. But what I really wanted to tell you was, I thought about it, and I thought this is a big celebration for me and Michael. But more than that, what I want to say is, this is the big celebration for Jaki, because this is the longest, 9 years, longest time that I've had a functional, healthy relationship with a man. All of my relationships with men up until this point have been dysfunctional, including and especially my father. And so, having experienced these last 9 years with Michael and how I dug into my personal power and I created this relationship, I held the boundaries, I raised the bar, I set the appointments, I influenced the path that I wanted us to go on. And Michael is more than willing to go there with me, which is so wonderful. You want to find a man that's willing, right? That's willing to grow, that now I can celebrate a personal win for myself. And I think that's really important, that we acknowledge our wins. We acknowledge our breakthroughs, because I don't think we give ourselves enough credit. And so this isn't about me tooting my horn. This is about acknowledging that the path has not been easy. It was the road less traveled. I left a very cushy first marriage. I didn't want for anything. I didn't have to work, didn't have to want for anything. But what I desired more than anything was to have a healthy, harmonious life and relationship, something that really fulfilled me. And I wasn't experiencing that. So I had to leave that cushy relationship and go through the struggle that I went through to recreate my life midlife, recreate that, find another man, get married, and create a thriving coaching business. And I'm so happy to share with you that I have done that. And I'm really, really proud of myself. And I hope that I've helped you in little ways and big ways and inspired you. And what would make me so happy and fulfilled is to continue to do that and really help you to tap into your feminine power, because that's an inside job. That's what's going to change the external, the internal. So you've already gone as far as you can with the control and the external circumstances, but now it's time to learn the path, to embody the personal power, to embody the feminine energy, so that from this day forward, your life will reflect all of your desires. They'll start to unfold for you in a much faster rate. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you're as excited as I am about this new direction that I'm on. And I'm hoping that you're going to join me on this incredible journey that we are embarking on together, shoulder to shoulder. Okay, I'll see you in the next vlog. Thanks for watching.